Now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Vucevic. And it's Minot in at the power forward. And for Orlando, down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward.
Here we go.
While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
And it's Banchero missing. Pass to Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now White for 3. Good on the triple.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Here's Banchero for 3. And it's White with the rebound. Here's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed. Shot clock at 6. White. That 3 off the mark. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Banchero passes to Carter. It's stolen by Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Banchero. Banked in off the glass.
Well, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Here's the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Bane. Banchero, that's for 2. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's White. From outside, off the mark. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wagner wide open. Offline with his 3.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Pass to Minot. And here's Brown outside. Nailed from 3-point land. Brown's got 6 points.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Payne for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I love that mentality from Brown. Comes right back down the floor to answer the 3 with one of his own.
Payne, no good. Celtics leading by 7. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Now Suggs, after the missed 3 from Derek White. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round. But one thing we know at this point, this competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
Now Suggs still without a basket. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Pritchard. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. And Vucevic kicks to Brown. Back to Vucevic. Oh, good with the triple. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Bane. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bane's got 5 now.
These are shots Bane will take from time to time when that's where the openings are.
Outside, White. There's the triple. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Plenty of muscle from Carter on that dunk. Wow.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Vucevic. Down low. Why not? The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Carter right side. Wagner with a screen for Carter. Wide open look. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, Carter Jr.'s got great ability to create shots, even quickly when needed.
Pass to Pritchard. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And again, it's Boston converting.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And it's Suggs missing. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Pritchard. And it's White, top of the key. And he lays it straight in. He's got 8.
I like that from White, attacking the heart of that defense.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Anthony Black's checked in for the Magic. The Celtics also with a sub. Ball's checked in. Pass to Wagner. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
We always talk about Wagner's versatility. That includes the playmaking.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Black, no good. Boston leading by 4. Pass to White. It's tipped. Now here's Vucevic. Shoots over Black. Carter pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Banchero. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Wagner passes to Bane. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Ball. Here's Vucevic, defended by Carter. Lets it go from 11. He gets it in there. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Vucevic is a very efficient mid-range shooter, and has been for most of his career.
All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey, Kevin. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Here are the Magic now. After the miss from Vucevic, Wagner from long range. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Bane. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 19 points a game, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Number 1, the Magic. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
Here's Hauser. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Celtics lead by 8.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Black the pass to Banchero. Isaac a screen. And it's Banchero missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Ball no good. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Here's Black, connects from three-point range.
Well, that's a shot Black really put time in on. That short corner three, and that work is paying dividends.
Pass to Shireman. The three-pointer off the mark. The Magic trail by 5. Outside, Bane. Banchero a screen for Bane. And Boston with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Ball penetrating. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the 3rd player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Magic. And the Celtics also making a change. Springer's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. And stand on defense, the Celtics content to play the percentages.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny threes, free throws, and layups. If you beat them shooting 2-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers?
Now, here's Ball. He has 5. Pass to Shireman. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Magic trail by 7. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. From beyond the arc. And Shireman pulls it down. Boston with the ball. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the floor for Boston, Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's Ball, and it's Shireman in at the three. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Springer the pass to Vucevic. Here's Springer. Back to Vucevic. Isaac with the steal. To the inside. Here's Suggs. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Vucevic, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style points.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Nice ball movement by Boston. They set the pick. That's a 2 from Pritchard. And that time, also a missed shot. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Banchero, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Celtics trail by 4. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Pritchard, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter. Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Pritchard. Softly drops in the floater. Pritchard's got his first points of the night.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by Orlando.
And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Pritchard. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. From downtown, No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
And they continue to control the glass.
Oh, what focus from Suggs, refusing to let the hit throw him off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Baines checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
On offense, here are the Magic. Huge run right now for them, going 19-2. Banchero, a screen on Ball. And it's Suggs missing. Celtics trail by 9. Outside, Ball. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Black grabs the board.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Franz Wagner's checked in for Anthony Black. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Outside, Ball. Sinks the triple. Ball's got 8 points.
Yeah, Ball shoots these pretty freely with good reason. He's confident in his long-range abilities.
Here's Banchero for 3. Rebound, Boston. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brown kicks to White. Brown against Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
De Silva, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Pritchard passes to White, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for White. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Suggs against Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside, Ball. The Celtics working the ball around now. White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Pass to De Silva. Bain against White. Deep 2 from Wagner. And it's Derek White with the rebound. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Terrific finish by White while dealing with the foul. His composure is impressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And White, no good on that one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Drains the three-pointer.
Look, that's just easy picking for Wagner in the corner. Right in his wheelhouse.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Garza. Back to Ball. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for Lonzo Ball.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
They set the pick. Bain passes to Robinson Earl. It's good.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, White. Bain with the steal. Wagner outside. Ring shot on the way. Nice jump shot. Good. Wagner's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
There's the pass to Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Offense is coming easy and often for Brown tonight. He is dialed in. They should keep giving it to him.
Deep 2 from Wagner. The quick look, no good that time. Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Lob pass to Wagner.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bain's the total package.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. Pritchard sets a screen for White. Off target with his 3.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And that one's good, Wagner. And now a 12-point Magic lead.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Pass to Bain. Inside, Robinson Earl.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Both teams will make substitutions. There's a minute left in the first half. Payne for three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. White, good.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Pass to Carter. White against Bane. The teardrop falls in. That's 7 points for Desmond Bane.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Brown. No good on the triple.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Again, the miss by Bane. To the middle. White dishes to Brown, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And so it's Orlando in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going. Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
Checking out Boston. They are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark for them.
Spark? They need a flamethrower, Ernie.
My bad. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Boston Celtics.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Pritchard. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Kevin, back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's White.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Banchero, that's good.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Brown outside. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Wagner passes to Carter. And here's Banchero. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Magic leading by 7. Banchero outside. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his 5th assist in this one. To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
That doesn't go either for Brown.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And another 3 for Orlando.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Minot. To halt the run, Orlando grabs the miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Celtics trail by 15. Outside, White. Brown outside. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Carter. Now Bane. Magic moving the ball around. And it's Banchero missing. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Over Suggs. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Kicks it out to Wagner. From outside the arc, the offensive rebound, and then Carter with the dunk.
Well, he's just so strong on the glass. This guy Carter has the capability of being a double-double guy.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown outside. Boston again missing.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pritchard passes to Vucevic. Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Brown's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Suggs passes to Carter. Back to Suggs. And the layup falls. Suggs has got 10 points in the game.
And that's just great awareness from Carter Jr. there. Found his guy to set up the score.
Bounce pass Pritchard. White the pass to Vucevic. And it's sent back by Carter. The three from Banchero. Again, the Magic score. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Brown outside. Brown jams it in.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Banchero. And the three off target.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Now here's White. Now here's Vucevic. He's covered by Suggs. Brown's shot is good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
With the shot, the Magic again can't hit. Celtics trail by 18. The three. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shoots. That's good from Faulkner on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Vucevic setting the pick for Brown. To the paint. It's stolen by Carter. Suggs with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat. He's also capable of finishing inside.
Brown outside. Pass to Minot. Puts it up. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Now, here's Suggs. 10 points for him. It's White on the wing. Guarded by Bane.
That is exactly what these coaches want to see from Carter. Defend the rim.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Pritchard. Wagner against Brown. And stolen by Wagner. It's Black in the corner from past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Black's got 11 points.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
One shot.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Outside, Ball. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Pass to Shireman. His three-pointers off the mark. Orlando's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Stolen. Out to the right wing. Ball from long range. Banchero grabs the board. Well, Orlando shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Shireman. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it. but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Brown kicks to Vucevic. Fires from deep. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And stolen by Wagner. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Banchero, that's for two. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Vucevic the pass to Brown. Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Banchero. Here's Isaac. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Back to the action in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Pritchard and White are their guards. Sam Hauser is out there with ball, and it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Garza gets the bucket.
Well, that's what White's out there to do. Share the ball and make everybody better.
Suggs passes to Bane. Back to Suggs. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. White's got 19 points.
What a graceful shot by White, showing he's got that floater in his arsenal.
Here's Suggs. Here's Robinson Earl. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass. Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now, just his 1st in the second half.
Payne for 3. Ball with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
They get it back. Garza no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
White wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
And a wide open look for Bane. Again, the miss by Bane.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
3-pointer, Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Black the pass to Isaac. Outside, Bane, the 3-ball. The rebound by the Celtics.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Bounce pass, Pritchard. White, a good look. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And a change for the Celtics. Minot's checked in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Isaac outside. Bane inside the three-point line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's a clever choice by White. He stays with the shot to ensure he gets the whistle.
And that one falls for White.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And both free throws good for White. Magic leading by 15. Isaac outside. Magic moving the ball around. Black. Isaac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
There's the pass to White. Drills it from outside. White's got 15 points in just the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Wagner comes in for Bane. The Celtics also with a sub. Vucevic is checked in. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Black. The rebound by the Celtics. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Banchero. Outside, Suggs. The tray. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 11. And he drives in, and the turnover again by Boston. The Magic making a switch here. De Silva's checked in. The Magic shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Wagner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Ball. Here's Shireman. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wagner against Ball. And Ball with the block.
That takes serious awareness for a guy like Ball to find that block opportunity.
On kicks to Ball. It's stolen. Here's Black. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Up top, Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look at Franz Wagner going up to get it.
outside, ball. Back to Brown. Pass to Minot. No good on the three. Orlando leading by 18. Banchero, that's for 2. And Boston with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
Wagner finds Black. Down low, here's Banchero.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Pass the ball. Three-pointer. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero passes to Wagner. Let's go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Wagner's got 22 points. Brown outside. Takes a three. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Boston shooting 43% from the field. Pass to Shireman. Now Vucevic, defended by Carter. Fades back. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Magic moving the ball around. De Silva, and a miss there on the triple. Boston shooting in the 4th has been tremendous, 59%. Ball kicks to Vucevic, and he makes good on the layup. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
2 physical points from Vucevic. He enjoys bumping down low.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Here's Suggs. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Vucevic. That one goes. Count it.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Carter. Banchero outside. Wagner from long range. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paolo Banchero.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
That free throw good from Brown.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
So he gets them both. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Banchero outside. Richardson outside. And stolen by White. Brown with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Brown, no good. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. They have a 19-point lead. And there it is for them.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game. So
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analyst, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Washington, Davis out there with Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed. BA. And you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Hits a three-pointer.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Mobley outside. Back to Harden. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And a deep 3 from Young. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Mobley passes to Harden. From outside, off the mark. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Johnson finds Davis. There's Young with the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
Harden from outside, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Davis. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Here's Carrington, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Pass to Young. And again, Washington with a triple.
Hasn't taken him any time to get into a groove. 3 or 4 to start things off.
And here's Strus. And another basket for Cleveland.
Max is always shot ready. Catch and shoot opportunities are his go-to.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Mitchell, the pass to Harden. Now Strus takes the 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And we've seen the Wizards churning their roster, Doris, with an eye toward the future.
Yes, and that BA means inevitably absorbing those extended losing streaks, but you're doing it at least with a plan in mind. You need talent to win, and I'm talking big-time talent. And the best way to develop that talent is with patience. So there's a process they're following.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Now here's Mitchell. 14 points his last outing. Back to Allen. He puts up a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Washington moving the ball around. Davis can't hit. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Inside. Oh, deflected. Now Young with a steal. Davis, the pass to Young. Johnson for three. Davis. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the length is hard to contend with. Davis using all of it for the putback points there.
And he lobs it up. And Mitchell with the slam.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
Outside Harden. Allen with a screen on Young. Three-pointer, Harden. And the three-pointer goes. Harden's got 8. Washington has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Pass to Davis. Knocks it down from distance.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Harden from outside. Rebound Washington. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Sarr. Nice D from Allen.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
From deep, Mitchell. That shot off the mark. Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Carrington. Here's Young. Shoots over Harden. Young can't hit. Strus up top. And here's Harden. No good with the triple. Right side Carrington. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Great focus by Bub Carrington, fighting through the whistle. You love to see a young guy do that.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the 3rd best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Harden from outside. He buries it from 3. Harden's got 11 points.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Pass to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. Max Strus picks one up. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
George, he's checked in for Washington. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, B.A., that really depends on your team and obviously the opponents you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
Now here's Johnson over Strus. The shot by Johnson, no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Harden.
Max Strus shot ready off the catch. Pretty.
Here's Young. He's got 9. Tips it.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 7. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Washington making some changes. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Johnson, and Russell is subbed in for Young. Cleveland also making some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Allen. Martin comes in for Strus, and it's Dennis Schroeder in for Donovan Mitchell. Outside Schroeder. Martin with a screen on Russell. Schroeder finds Martin. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thank you, B.A. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Here's Davis. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. 5 on the clock. Here's Carrington. Three-pointer, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Wizards leading by 5. It's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Floats one up, and he takes it up and lays it in. Harden's got 13.
One of the great NBA players one-on-one in the history of the game, James Harden, has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Here's Davis, and he lays it up and in. 7 points for Anthony Davis.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Martin. It's hauled in by Carrington. Carrington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Davis, the pass to Russell. Here's Coulibaly. And the 3 off target. Cavaliers trail by 5. To the inside. Schroeder. Rejected by George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Exum's checked in for Washington. And Cleveland has possession. Now here's Schroeder. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Davis down low. 7 points in the game.
Oh, telling the defender to take a seat.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Harden. 4-3. It's hauled in by Exum. Here's Washington now. Pass to Davis. To the paint. And George with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. And the Cavs shooting well so far at 48%. Here's Wade. Now Harden. He's got 13. He gets it in there.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Now here's Davis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
Yeah, I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
Good on the second one.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
Martin, the pass to Harden. Down low. Stolen by Davis. Pass to Exum. Fires for three. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Schroeder. Now here's Harden. Mobley on a screen. And that's good. Harden for 3. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
And here's Russell. He's scoreless. Pass to Davis. Launches it. And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, we'll get back.